How can I find more time to do what I love? That's a great question, right? Isn't it true that some days, or let's be honest, for most of us, most days, that we carry things over to an already overburdened to-do list? Have you found yourself at the end of the evening just exhausted and a little bummed that there wasn't enough time to do what you truly love to do? Well, I'm Becky Spieth from Leaders Empowered, and today I'm going to share with you some tried and true tactics so that you can carve out time for yourself and be more productive. I know that many of you are like me, where we love our business or our career so much and are so passionate about it that we would do it literally for free around the clock. But this isn't healthy, and it can lead to burnout, health issues, and simply not showing up as our best, creative, or as productive as we could be. I promise you're going to feel so much better, become more productive, and simply be a much happier person, and your family's going to thank me by what I'm sharing today. Did you realize there are actually some pretty hefty consequences of poor time management? Some of them are running late and having poor punctuality. This is just plain rude, as you're basically just saying that to others that they and their time doesn't matter, or at least not as much as you do. Ouch, right? What about rushing? If you're constantly finding yourself rushing from one thing to another, or are toast if something unforeseen comes up, you need to seriously consider what I'm going to share with you. What about impatience? Impatience is usually just a result of the excessive pressure of looming deadlines. Poorly defined goals. Our goals can help to identify our priorities, and it really gets blurry when you find yourself always working in the urgent, important category versus working proactively on the important issues. It makes it really hard to define your goals because everything seems to be urgent now, right? Only because you haven't managed your time properly. The next one is the big P word, procrastination. Why do we do this to ourselves? Putting things off repeatedly, procrastination can result in unnecessary stress and poor performance. Poor performance leads to declining productivity, and things start to get a really big backlog. We then start chasing our tail and have to work extra hard or longer to try to catch up, and eventually you'll not only have your energy levels drop, but your motivation can be completely lost. The further you get behind, the less energy and motivation you'll have. Believe it or not, perfectionism can also be one of the biggest culprits that creates poor time management, because it lends itself to spending too much time trying to prepare that for, the things that are actually going to start failing and make us be incredibly slow. An area I struggled with was indecisiveness. When I faced more than one option, I kept weighing the options to the point where it stalled me completely. It was a huge waste of time. When we can't make good decisions, we have a tendency to say yes to everything, leaving ourselves with an excessive workload. You might be saying yes to others, but find yourself rarely working on the tasks which are really important to you. One of the quickest ways to improve your time management is to start saying no. Ask yourself if what is being asked of you is going to move you toward the direction of building your best life, business, career, or your preferred future. If the answer is not an emphatic yes, you're going to want to consider saying no. One of the biggest dead giveaways that you're in need of better time management is when you're doing everything yourself. I know. There are always tasks that could be delegated or dumped, automated or outsourced. One of the greatest consequences of poor time management is that it will eventually affect your relationships. Now, don't make the mistake of busyness versus business. We need to change our focus from being efficient to being effective. Let me share with you my 5 time-saving tips that you can take, and be sure to post below and share with me what your favorite one is. The first one is to prioritize. Become a master at putting the important tasks and events over the urgent ones. Break the habit of reacting to the urgent and let the important fall to the wayside. Be proactive versus reactive. The important will contribute more to your long-term goals. Throughout the day, get into the habit of asking yourself, is this the best use of my time right now? This can help you identify and take action on doing the right things at the right time. Number 2, avoid procrastination. One thing that many of us get confused about is that it doesn't simply mean inactivity. It can mean doing the low priority, easy tasks before high priority, difficult ones. Now, I know I'm stepping on toes now. Just know that I love you and I want you to be free from this so that you can have time to do the things that you love to do and don't have time for. Start getting in the habit of focusing your energy on what matters most and of making things happen. Number 3, stop snoozing. If you start your day without intention and you hit the snooze on your phone or alarm, it's going to set that precedence for your entire day. Number 4, get organized. Work from systems and a workspace that's really organized enough to get enough results. And number 5, delegate. Don't let your ego get in the way. We think we can do a better job than other people, and it can be the thing that keeps us from living our best life. Did you know that? Knowing when to assign certain tasks to others can really increase our productivity exponentially. Here's to you and your success. And join me over at leadersempowered.com.